The sun was slipping behind the red hills of Kpétou, casting the village in a copper and ochre glow. The thatched roofs seemed to catch fire in the last rays, and the red dust, stirred by children's footsteps, hung in the air like a living mist. The crystal-clear laughter of the children playing hopscotch mingled with the rhythmic pounding of mortars as women pounded millet and cassava. Women returned from the fields, their baskets balanced gracefully on their heads. Men crouched around fires, stirring roasted corn and boiled cassava. The air was warm, heavy with the scent of wet earth and smoke from the wood fires. At the center of it all stood the great sacred Baobab. Its massive roots were thick and gnarled, like frozen serpents. Its twisted branches reached toward the sky like ancestral arms. Legend said that the wind through its leaves carried the voices of the dead, and on certain nights you could hear the ancestors whisper. Among the villagers walked Adjoa, a 20-year-old girl with striking, mysterious eyes. For weeks, she had been haunted by the same vision: an old woman dressed in white, her face veiled in tears, calling her to the base of the Baobab. Each time, the woman stretched her arms toward Adjoa before vanishing into a grey mist. Her father, Yao, sat by the fire of their hut, watching her silently. His weathered face was etched with sorrow, a secret she had learned to read in the slightest furrow of his brow. That night, the dream returned, sharper than before. The truth sleeps beneath the roots. Seek it before it is too late. Adjoa awoke in a sweat. Moonlight filtered through the thatched roof, casting moving shadows across the room. Outside, the Baobab seemed to breathe, its branches swaying as if pressing on her heart. Yao had carried this secret for decades. Adjoa's mother, whom he had loved deeply, had been accused of witchcraft. Misfortunes had struck the village, lost harvests, disease, and famine. To protect his daughter, Yao chose silence, burying his wife's memory beneath the Baobab. During the full moon ritual, the entire village gathered around the tree. Men and women danced in communion with the ancestors, leaving palm wine and millet offerings on the stone altar. As the griot played the drums and sang the old legends, a sudden wind blew out all torches. Darkness enveloped the square, and Adjoa collapsed before the Baobab, as if pulled by an invisible force. Guided by her dreams and an inexplicable force, Adjoa approached the Baobab at night. She dug beneath its roots, each strike of her hoe echoing in the silent village. The damp earth smelled of rotting wood and rain-soaked soil. After long minutes, her fingers touched something solid, an ancient wooden box sealed with mysterious symbols. Inside, jewelry, a piece of blood-stained cloth, and a letter in shaky handwriting. When she confronted Yao, he finally revealed the truth about her mother's death and the heavy injustice that had struck the village. Adjoa was overwhelmed by anger, sadness, and confusion. Her world collapsed. She confided in Mawa, her loyal friend, who encouraged her to use the truth to heal, not destroy. Together, they began collecting testimonies and questioning elders, breaking decades of silence. One night, Adjoa's mother appeared in silver light. She pointed out signs: rain falling only on the Baobab, an owl perched on a branch, and a lone fire burning. Each symbol guided Adjoa's decisions, revealing that reconciliation was possible. The truth spread through the village. The elders split. Some wanted to preserve tradition, others demanded justice. The youth revolted, confronting the past. Adjoa spoke boldly: "We must choose light, not fear." Let truth guide our lives. To appease the spirits, an extraordinary ritual was held. Adjoa led the chants and dances, each gesture accompanied by prayers and offerings. The wind whistled through the branches, rain mingled with flames, and the baobab seemed to glow. It was a night of purification and forgiveness, uniting the entire village. The village transformed its traditions. The baobab became a place of memory and learning. Adjoa, now an adult, taught children the value of truth and respect. Elders learned to listen to the youth, and fear gave way to wisdom. Every evening, the wind rustled through the baobab, and the ancestors' voices seemed to sing softly. Adjoa smiled, knowing her mother's memory lived on, and that truth had brought peace. Lesson: memory and tradition give identity, but they must never justify injustice. Truth, family love, and the courage to face what is hidden can transform lives and communities. If this story touched, fascinated, or inspired you, subscribe to follow more captivating tales like this. Comment below and share your thoughts. Which moment moved you the most? How did Adjoa's journey make you feel? Like and share if you think others should experience this mystical and dramatic African. Your support helps us create even more unique and immersive stories filled with mystery, culture, and emotion. Let us know what you think and join us on future adventures in distant villages and lands. In our next video, you'll discover an even more mysterious legend. A village where every tree, every stone, every whisper of the wind hides a secret forgotten for centuries. Stay tuned to follow this fascinating adventure and dive into stories that awaken curiosity and spark the imagination.